heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review. I know we're late on this one, but I had to get to it and give you guys my thoughts. Here we are, finally discussing the Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse Spider-Man 2099 action figure. And I would have got to it sooner, but I was on vacation, so I didn't get the chance to bust this guy open. But anyway, I'm going to try to make this a quick review since I am late, so let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with the sexy packaging. Now for the packaging, as you guys can see, we do have the wider box, which it's probably because of the cape and some of the accessories. That's the only thing I can think of. But anyway, you do have this very stylized-ish type packaging with a whole bunch of colors and things that fade into other colors. It says Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse right there. There's the Tamashii Nations quality sticker, Marvel, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, Spider-Man 2099 at the top, Bandai Namco. Nothing much up here. Kind of an image of him right here. Just a little half-body image. As you know, this face or head sculpt was updated to match the colors of the character, more so the skin tone. Then you have an image of him kind of wall crawling right here. Kind of, I don't know what this is right here. That's the little device that he utilizes to go between dimensions and things. And then on the back, we've got some poses we can get the figure into. Does he come with an accessory for Gwen? Interesting. I don't know. I can't read what that says because I imported it. But anyway, this thing looks really good on the back, and then you got a bunch of legal stuff at the bottom. Anyway, let's bust this guy open because I'm excited to see what this figure's about. Now, straight out of the packaging, here we have the Spider-Man who skipped leg day, aka Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099. And I do want to go ahead and say that this figure is everything people have been saying that it is, meaning that he is a solid looking figure, and he could very well be the best Spider-Man 29 action figure, or 29.99. I always say 29, but he could very well be the best Spider-Man 2099 action figure, depending on if this look fits your depiction of the character. And what I mean by that is when it comes to something like this that's very stylized and basically only canon to this actual movie, some people might not enjoy this particular look, meaning the very bulky upper half, very scrawny lower half. Some people might prefer artwork from a different comic artist, and that might fit the depiction that they want for this character in terms of portrayal. But either way, he's still a solid looking figure. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at him so we can examine some of the details. Now, taking a closer look at this guy, this is not a figure that is just a lot of red and blue. It's not at all. There is a bunch of sculpting and detail in this figure right here, man. I don't remember if it's completely accurate to the movie. I'm sure there was a lot going on because this movie had so many different styles in it, just depending on which universe they were in. Like Gwen's universe had a lot more color, but it was a lot more flat in terms of the background. And then you had Miles's world, which was probably the most realistic look we got in the movie. Then, of course, we had the Legos and just, you guys know, it was a lot going on. But this figure right here is one that has a lot going on. I really love the spider logo on his chest, the upside down spider. As you look at these broad shoulders he's got going on here, this top half is crazy. But you can see there's sculpt work in the shoulders, all the way down the arms, the chest. There's a little bit of it in the mask. He's got these real big, I don't know what you would even call these, but they're cool. Be careful with these because if they break, I mean, it's a wrap. But yeah, all the way down to the hands. The hands probably look the best in terms of paint work, just because I love all the sculpt work they've got going on here, but how the red looks so well on top of that blue. They did a great job on that. And then down to the legs, where there's a lot less red than the upper body, but there is still some there. And then the bottom of the feet being red, which these feet are very tiny, but surprisingly they support the weight of this figure very, very well. So I'm happy with that, man. And I love a lot about this figure. The mask, it looks very, very menacing. This guy just, he looks like somebody you don't want to mess with, and he proved his point about not wanting to mess with him. I can't wait to see where his character arc goes in the next movie, man, and hopefully they have gotten back to working on that. But either way, very, very good looking figure from front to back. The muscle definition and all of that is there. Again, he just needs to work on leg day. That's the main thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and put this guy back so we can see how tall he stands, because this is a big figure. Now, when it comes to the height of this guy, to the top of his head, you can see he stands just a little bit over 7 inches tall. So again, Very big figure, but technically he's still in the 6-inch scale because Miles and Gwen were 6-inch figures. He's just supposed to be way bigger than the two of them. Now, sadly, I don't have those two for the size comparisons, so don't be expecting those. The leg on my Miles was getting ready to break, so I sold it to a customizer, and then my Gwen just had really stiff joints, so I'm just going to have to hope that Sentinel gets with the program and starts to make these figures. I don't want to buy those two again. So yeah, don't be expecting those size comparisons. Anyway, moving on to Articulation. Articulation wise, he looks, whoa, made me choke on my words. So much better than I was expecting him to, actually. That is really good. He looks down very well, but that neck will pop off as it is meant to. But he looks down about that much without the neck popping off. So that's good. That's really good for some looking down from balcony type poses. This right here is really good, man. That head and everything moves very, very well. Although it can kind of look awkward in certain angles, but for the most part, that's really good. The arms at the shoulder go up and out about that much, which is great. You got the blades that come in when you do that. He does have butterfly joints to where he can bring those arms all the way in. Punching poses are not going to be a problem, so that's good as well. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. My boy can flex and show the muscles as he should, because, I mean, he's in the gym, clearly. The hands are on a ball peg, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, pretty big ball peg, to where you can move these around freely. So that's very, very good. Love that also. Now, I did do the mod at the torso, so if it seems like it goes further than usual, that'll be why. Now, you can get him to lean forward about that much, which that's really dang good. But that's utilizing the lower waist and the diaphragm. But if you do that, this piece is going to pop off. Of course, you just pop it back on, and then there you go. Now, at the diaphragm, he can wiggle around just fine. No problems there at all. Just make sure that when you fix it, because there's going to be a gap, you pull this piece, this upper piece, over the lower piece, just so it doesn't stay there and get weird. He does not turn at the waist. That is my only issue with SH Figuarts Spider-Man figures. I don't know what it is. Let's take this guy apart. Actually, he doesn't want to come apart, whatever. But at the lower waist, for whatever reason, the ball peg is so small that it stops him from being able to turn at the waist. That is something I need SH Figuarts to fix. It's as simple as just giving him a bigger ball peg. Anyway, he kicks out about that much, which is very well. Kicks all the way back because of the sculpted butt cheeks that are on here. He does the splits very, very well. You're not going to have any problems there. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have double jointed knees that work very well. His foot goes down about that much, up about that much. He does have really good ankle rocker, and then he does have toe hinge. So articulation wise, you really can't ask for more with this guy. It's all there. Just the waist. If they fix the waist, their Spider-Man figures will be top tier. They will be competing with Mafex if they fix that. No joke. So come on, Tamashii Nations. It's just one thing we got to work on here. Now, when it comes to accessories, he's fairly light, but I think he comes with at least everything that you need. Now, first off, straight out of the packaging, he comes with a pair of fist hands. Then he comes with a pair of these kind of reaching, grabbing-ish type hands. He comes with a pair of claw-ish type hands, which these are mandatory. He comes with his time-traveling watch, and I figured out what that was on the back. He comes with an additional time-traveling watch for Gwen Stacy. So that's what this is right here. Then he does come with 2 spider webs. He comes with one longer web, and then he comes with the shorter web right here that we see. I really love these. Very, very soft plastic. Not a lot going on with them. He does come with this back piece right here, or this piece to take out a back piece, and that's for you to either plug in a Tamashii Nation stand or to put this really dope looking cape on him. Now, it is a hard plastic, and I will say that the peg is very small. I wish it was a longer peg, just because I feel like this is something that will be prone to falling out. And I'm going to love posing this guy with the cape, even though he didn't really wear it in the movie. It just would be cool. I would love it. So, yeah. And then last but not least, he comes with probably the best accessory. He comes with the Daddy Miguel O'Hara face. This looks so good, man, and I'm glad that they fixed the skin tone on it. A lot of people were saying he was just way too pale, and this just goes to show that Tamashii Nations listens, and maybe it wasn't even them listening. They probably planned on doing this from the beginning anyway. They just had to put the promo images out a little early, but either way, we got what we wanted, so that's one less thing for people to complain about. Now, when it comes to the size comparisons, there's pretty much no Spider-Man that you can't use just because of the fact that it's such a diverse across the Spider-Verse into the Spider-Verse movie that pretty much anything works. First off, here he is standing next to a Metacom toy Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider, a Metacom toy Symbiote or Black Suit Spider-Man, and then a Marvel Legends final swing suit from No Way Home Spider-Man. And all of these look good alongside him. I definitely hope that SH Figuarts makes this guy right here from across the Spider-Verse, because I would love that reddish orange with the dark color scheme over it look for this guy. That would be so sick to have in my collection. Now, next up, here he is standing next to some more Marvel Legends that didn't want to stand up straight because of the horrible warped feet issue that I wish Hasbro would work on. But here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man 2099, the Marvel Legends 2-pack Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, and then the Marvel Legends, I think this was a GameStop exclusive, Invisible Miles Morales from the PS5 or PS4 game. And again, he's also suffering from warped feet issue, just not as bad as this guy right here who's literally leaning to the side. God, Hasbro, fix that, please. Here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends 2-pack Green Goblin, a Marvel Legends Retro Hobgoblin, and then the Marvel Legends Retro Shocker, which is easily my favorite of the three. And then last but not least, because technically he has a correlation with this universe, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends MCU or Sony movie Venom, and then of course an SH Figuarts Kamen Rider that I put in this video just because I felt like it. Now, when it comes to my final thoughts on this figure, I'm going to go ahead and confirm what I said earlier. He is everything that most collectors say he is. He's a great Spider-Man 2099 figure. He's going to look good on your shelf. He comes with a decent amount of accessories, and overall, he's just really fun to pose around. Now, the only issues you're going to get out of this guy are the fact that he is extremely top-heavy. As I also mentioned, this is one that you can get him in all the dynamic poses that you want, but unless he is balanced completely, he's going to fall over because the feet are just not going to support this guy. It's just no way possible for them to hold him still in certain poses without the proper balance. Now, that's not saying it can't be done, but sometimes you might have to modify the poses that you get him into in order for the feet to actually support the weight of the upper body. Now, that's literally the only issue I can think of with this guy. He is expensive, so I do think he should have came with some more accessories, maybe a different head sculpt for Miles, maybe an angry look or even a battle damage look would have been cool for him to come with, maybe a different Gwen Stacy look, anything that they could have thrown in there. An extra faceplate for him, an extra head sculpt for him, more webs. I think we're good on the hands, so I don't really think there's anything we could have done with that. But something, man, to basically justify the price point, because he is a pretty expensive figure. I think retail is about $90, and then on top of that, you have to factor in the fact that he was a web exclusive. So yeah, more is always better when it comes to these. So anyway, that's my review. Wanted to keep it short. Hopefully it's not too long. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep all of my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.